Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing well and welcome back to the daily and weekly adventures here at the Hakuna Mi Park Oasis. Now today we are actually starting off with a very unfortunate situation, which is Madiba. As you guys can see in his face, look at his face here, it is very swollen on this side, and this actually happened overnight. Which means yesterday it wasn't like that, and today it all of a sudden appeared here, and we believe that it's some sort of abscess. I'm not sure if it is because a tooth, actually Kiara had something like this before in the lower jaw, so she had a very swollen lower jaw. It can happen when the tooths grow in a weird direction that it causes that, but it could also be a bite from a snake, or it could be maybe some sort of sharp bone ended up in the jaw or something like that. We don't know, it looks very bad. I called the vet and he's gonna come out here within an hour now, and then we're gonna have it checked and hopefully fix it. Right? Alright, so let's wait for the vet. We also got some other stuff to sort out here on the farm with the vet, so it's gonna be quite an informative and interesting day, and hopefully we'll get Madiba fixed as soon as possible. And the very first one, of course, is Queen Nyla. Hello, my girl. Oh. What's up? No. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Alright, so first we have to separate Nyla. That's what's gonna happen right now. Alright, come. Let's go, my girl. So we just separated Nyla. She's a little bit nervous because she just saw the car of the vet, and that car never means something good. They always get darted or injected with something, which is not a cool scenario for them. This is why she reacts a little bit, you know, a little bit stressed now. The reason why we had to separate her, I'm gonna explain to you guys right now. 3 weeks ago, I decided to not sterilize Nyla because I had very mixed feelings about it. I was totally insecure, didn't know anymore what's right or wrong, but I knew it's a huge decision and I didn't want to make something which I can't reverse afterwards. So last minute, I decided to not sterilize her. I want to be honest with you guys, after making this decision, I didn't have a single day where I asked myself if this was really the right or the wrong decision. I had sleepless nights and reconsidered my decision hundreds of times, until I eventually got myself a second opinion. I called my friend Kevin Richardson. Kevin is also known as the South African Lion Whisperer, and to be honest, next to Steve Irwin, one of my biggest idols ever. I used to follow his journey already 15 years ago, and he's one of the reasons why I dedicated my entire life to the mission of bringing animals into people's hearts. I specifically called Kevin because he has more than 20 years of experience with captive lions. He knows all their stages, their behaviors better than no one else. And if there is somebody out there who could give me truly an honest opinion out of his own experience regarding my current situation, I couldn't think of anyone else than Kevin. I explained him my situation, all my thoughts around it, as well as my concerns. Now, long story short, during that phone call there came up a few major arguments which really made me change my mind, and I would like to share them with you. So what if Nyla gives birth to a 50-50 litter of 4 cubs? This means she would extend the pride for 2 females and 2 males. After a few years, I would have 5 fully grown dominant males. And at a certain stage, there's no doubt that Dexter, Snow and Leo would have to push out the younger males for them to look for their own pride, and at this stage, latest, I would have to split the pride in 2. We also have to keep in mind that these are all captive bred lions, and the genetic pool within captive bred lions is very small, which means inbreeding is a huge issue. There is a high risk that due to inbreeding, Nyla's cubs would suffer severe physical problems. which will be very sad for Nyla and even worse for me, because I'm the one who's responsible for their health and for their well-being here at the Hakuna Mi Park Oasis. Now keep in mind, my responsibility here at the Hakuna Mi Park Oasis is to make sure that all the animals here have a beautiful, long, healthy and happy life. Allowing Nyla to have babies would, from a long-term point of view, cause severe problems within the lion pride. Keep in mind, these lions, they know each other from a young age. They grew into this structure of pride, and the chances are very high that they can successfully live in this constellation all together. And the last thing I want to do is to risk to lose that harmony which currently exists within that pride just because I extended and changed the structure because they reproduced. In the end of the day, everything is easier said than done. But keep in mind, it is my responsibility. They live in my care, and I just don't want to enter any fields of risks which I don't have under control. So after all, I decided to sterilize Nyla in order to protect her as well as the pride from future problems. So as you guys can see, I'm only human, same as all of you guys. And if I feel that I'm on a wrong path, I do change my mind again. And I'm not too proud to stand up and say, I realized that I made a wrong decision and I want to get back onto the right path. So if you ever made a commitment and afterwards you felt like you made a wrong decision, then don't be scared to change your mind again and get back onto the right path. It is better to admit a mistake and walk the road to success than to walk with regrets the road to failure. Alright, so very important for a procedure like this is that we have a quiet and clean environment for the vet to work on the animal. So underneath the Lapa, which is the outside area of the house, we are now just preparing everything, disinfecting everything and setting up the area properly so that the vet can work perfectly on the animal. And this is what's happening right now. So we're just done with preparing this area here where we're gonna do the procedure on Nyla. We sterilized this table. We did set up some spotlights, as you guys can see, so that the vet has good light while working on Nyla. And then we also decided that we're gonna do the procedure on Madiba out there in the shade on the grass, because it's gonna be quite a dirty and messy procedure with all that blood. And so they just went to Madiba to tranquilize him. I'm gonna go there and help them bring him over here, and then we're gonna start first off with Madiba and making sure to get rid of this whatever he has in his face. Wish us good luck. Alright, so I'm here with Kobe and Madiba. Now as you guys can see, Madiba is already sleeping very well, so we'll have to split them now and take Madiba into the Lapa or close to the Lapa where we can do the procedure and make sure to get rid of this thing and find out what it is.
Be fine. I think it's just an abscess. The tooth seems to be fine.
So where does that comes from? From outside,
you can
through
feel
the
it's
skin?
fluctuating a bit. Most likely outside, because on that side, you know, your whole upper jaw is there. Alright, so we can take that side, we'll carry it on the...
Alright, so we just brought Madiba over here into the shade right next to the Lapa, where we're gonna do the procedure now. As you guys could hear from the vet before, it's not from the teeth, it's not from inside. It must have been something from outside, like a thorn or something like that, hitting his face and causing that abscess. We're gonna get rid of it now, and hopefully it won't come back again. All right. Alright, so they just shaved that part, which they're gonna cut open, which is very important to keep it very clean, because every time you open the skin and blood is coming out, that's where you risk to cause an infection as well. Alright guys, so now the next challenge will be to bring Nyla from over there into this management camp behind me. That's a fenced off little corner where it is way easier for the vet to tranquilize her, because she knows the vet. She knows that if she sees him, okay, I gotta run away. Now this baby camp here, as you guys can see, it is a baby camp, but it's still way too big, which makes it almost impossible to dart her properly. Hey my girl, hey, what's up? She's very nervous. Huh? It's all okay. You can hear her breathing. She breathes very short and very fast. This shows that she knows something not good is happening. I just made that decision for you. You gotta trust me with that. Alright, let's go over into the management camp. Come, let's go. Oh, come on, girl, come. Just gonna walk with her into that corner, and if she sees me going into the management camp, she might just follow me. Oh, let's hide away in here. Come into this. Oh my girl, come. Yeah. Come, Nyla. Shit. She was inside. All right, let's try it another time. Nyla! Oh! Good girl. There she comes again. Come, baby. Come, baby. All right, let's go inside here. Come. Now you see what a struggle this is. She's all the way down there on the other side of the camp again. Now she lays down on top of the overnight quarter again. Ah, yeah. Alright, so this time we didn't manage to bring her into that little management camp here. So what we're gonna do is the vet and Jessie, they're gonna walk outside of the camp towards Nyla, and let's see how she, moves around. And if they got a good opportunity to dart her, they'll do so. And that's why I went out actually, because as you know, I don't want to be associated with the vet in Nyla's eyes. And yeah, now we just gotta wait until she's tranquilized and then bring her over and do what needs to be done. All right. Putting some eye drops in now, just for the eyes to not get dry. So we just carried Nyla over here onto the table. She was incredibly heavy. It took, I think, 6, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, 5 or 6 grown men to be able to carry that lioness over here. Unbelievable, that weight. All right, and now we're gonna start with the procedure. It's not easy for me to see her like this. Alright, so now we had to move her onto her back and stabilize her in this position so that they can work in the lower part of her body. And a quick update in the procedure on Nyla. We're just busy right now shaving the belly part so that they can cut open and start with the procedure here. This is actually how it looks like underneath the fur. Pretty crazy, isn't it? But in the end of the day, I made this decision for her.
You are the summer, we were the tide, the clearest of azure, bright as your eyes, golden skin sundress, you were the skies, and I see the color I've known all my life. We are timeless, we are timeless. Waves washing over the sand on my feet. Time is an ocean and I'm lost at sea. Tomorrow won't find us, but I still believe. Searching for you is looking for me.
So we are just done with the surgery. As you can see, everything went well. We're gonna move her over now into her camp and just let her wake up again. Alright, so the major things are done. Nyla is busy waking up now. She's breathing already quite nicely. Madiba on the other side there, he's already walking up and down the fence. It looks like actually very good there. But we're gonna give them a little bit of time now. I'm gonna go out now. And tomorrow morning I'll check up on them. They should have a quiet time now. Wake up, have a drink, lay down, sleep a little bit, recover, and then tomorrow we'll check up on them. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that session, could learn a little bit something. I found it super interesting, and yeah. Are you waking up? You're still a little bit confused. I know. It's okay. Just stay there. Trying to get up. Yeah, the best would be you lay down again. Yeah, that's totally normal. She's still a little bit wobbly and unsure and a little bit weak. But that's because the drug is not out of the system fully yet. I think she should just chill, and when she's alone, she has nothing to do, then she'll just lay down. So, for now, until she's really awake, I'm gonna leave her alone again. That's the best. Yeah. You know Daddy's here, you know I'm taking care of you, and that's what counts. Good morning everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. So it's the day after the surgery. We're gonna go and check up on Nyla and Madiba now, but before we have to start with a course of antibiotics. These are the tablets which I have to hide away in those pieces of chicken, and hopefully they'll take it in very well and won't spit it out again. But yeah, let me quickly do that now, and then let's head over to the animals. Alright, so this is what I've just done. I've got all the pieces with the medicine in here. This is Nyla and this is for Madiba. And I've got some plain chicken pieces right over here on that side, because I'm first gonna get them excited with the plain chicken, and then hopefully once I throw one of them in between, they'll just swallow it straight away and not chew on it. Because if they chew on it, the tablets, they taste quite bitter, and that's where when we enter the risk that they just spit it out again. So let's see how it goes. Hello, my girl. Oh, look here, look here. Oh, look here, look here. Look here. Look here. Good girl. So she took all the tablets. The main part is done. You're looking much better, look here. And here we are. You're looking much better. Look at Madiba. His face is not swollen anymore. He's doing well, he's full of energy. Everything perfect. Now we just need to wait for the hair to grow back, and then he'll be back to normal again. But now he's kind of looking like a true Viking, isn't it? Oh, good boy. Alright, so this is day number 4 after the surgery, and I've got the antibiotics here with me. There's another 3 days of course left, and after that she'll be united with the pride again. Was that good? So as you guys can see, our Nyla is back. There we go. Look at that beautiful face. He's actually already growing hair here, as you guys can see. Oh, leave the camera. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to show you the progress of recovering. Nyla is recovering very well. Madiba is looking great. Yeah, one more time. You can see a little bit closer. We're very happy, no problems at all. And yeah, so this means it was a huge success. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see what's next, then make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel right now. And if you want to see more content, you're so welcome to follow my other socials as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys later.